Well, hello. I have returned to my home.
Here comes the sun, toot toot toot. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
So, yep, I'm back home. So I'm gonna try to whip through these questions. Okay, Millie, do you have any quirky habits? Like Emily said, are there any habits that I have that aren't quirky? um, I'll just try to name a few of them. For some reason, I can't really show you because it's difficult, but I like tuck when I'm sitting. I like tuck my toes like underneath my foot. It's kind of hard to explain, but I do that when I'm like sitting. It's kind of weird. I think I already told you guys that I walk on, well, I don't really do it much anymore, but I used to walk on my toes. I mean, I'm still not really like my foot, the way my foot sits on the ground isn't normal. I don't have a full range of motion, but yep, that's that. Yeah, that's all I can think of at the moment. I'm trying to go quick. And I'm really sorry that you're having issues with your GJ and your NJ, and I hope things get better soon. I'm not sure if you're still in the hospital or not. I haven't heard too many updates from you, so I really hope things are going okay. I love you. Colleen, I just wanted to say I was dying when I was watching your video. It was great. You're so funny. Um, does sunburn flare any symptoms? Usually for me it's fatigue because I'm just like burned and I just sit there and I'm like, I don't want to do anything. So, okay, yep. And her other question was, do you get swelling in your lower extremities? I don't. Usually what happens to me is they fall asleep real easy. Like when I recorded my video for last week, you guys couldn't see how I was sitting, but I was sitting like on one of my feet and it went completely numb. Like I went to stand up on it and I couldn't feel anything. It was really scary and weird. So no, I don't get swelling, but that does happen to me. Olivia, I'd just like to say welcome back to the channel. It was nice to see you again. And I'm sorry for that doctor experience. That sounds awful, and like Colleen said, I'd like to slap him in the face. Yep. Um, and her question was, have you ever had your methylhistidine tested? I have not, so I'm sorry, I can't help you in that department. Emily, happy birthday again. Your question was, do you have a blog? Like Colleen said, I have a Tumblr. Like 85% of the time, it's just like stuff that I reblog. But I suppose there are a few blog posts on there. But I looked at your blog, and the stuff that I post isn't nearly as lengthy as yours is. So I guess, yes, I do have a blog. I guess I'll put the link to it down there. I really don't care who sees it that much. Because I have a personal blog, which nobody knows what that is, and that's passworded. So, yep. Stacy, what kind of phone do you have? And if you don't have a phone, what kind do you want? Well, I'm like the odd one out here. I don't have a phone. Like I said, my mom got a new phone. It's some kind of Samsung. Like, it does this. I don't know. If I could get any phone though, it's a toss-up between an iPhone and like an HTC Android. Not quite sure. Because I like both the, I guess you'd call them operating systems, but I really like it, both of the iPhone and the Android systems. Colleen, I just like to, again, it was a hilarious video. I loved it. The dance bit was hilarious, and I loved the footage that you showed us from your vacation. It made me feel like I was on vacation with you. And she asked, is there one symptom you can't fight through? For me, I can get through anything except for nausea. This is probably because I had a huge fear of throwing up, as you guys may or may not remember. I'm kind of over it right now, but it still brings out a lot of anxiety, and when I start getting anxiety, then I have to go somewhere where I feel safe. Like either my room, my house, or like if I'm like, somewhere different, the place that is designated to be my room. Like, when I was at my cousin's house, I would just stay in the room that I was in because I'd be like, anxiety. So that's, I guess you could say anxiety, but it comes almost always comes with the nausea. So, nausea. Wow, I'm cool. Okay, I skipped Caroline. I was going in order here, but anyways, she asked, have you gone on theme park rides, and how does it affect you? I guess I kind of have. I haven't gone on any big roller coasters, but I think I'm going to when I go to Disney in California. So I will get back to you on the big roller coaster thing. But I have gone. I don't know if you guys have ever been on this ride, but I love the ride where it's like chairs and then they like lift you up and they spin you around. Those are my favorite. I love going on that. I did go on a small roller coaster at Mount Olympus. So I think they're fun. I just have to be careful to make sure that I don't make myself sick. That's it. Okay. Emily, I am so happy that you had a good birthday. And I liked how you were like, I wasn't a bush puker. I waited until I got home to puke. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, so I'm really happy that you had a good time. It sounded like it was fun. And I don't think you had a question. If you did, you can yell at me in your next video. Lauren, do you have quote unquote restless leg syndrome in your eyes? I can't say that I do. My vision is like the one good thing about me. I have like 20/20 vision. It's perfect. It's always been great. I've never really had any problems with my eyes. The only thing that ever happens to me is sometimes they get dry. It's once in a while though. So I've never had any problems with my eyes, but sorry. I do have the regular restless leg syndrome. So, yeah. So that was all the questions, and I'm kind of proud of myself for whipping through them like that. But my question for this week is, what kind of concerts have you been to? Because if you guys saw my post on the Facebook page, you will know that I'm going down to Summerfest today. For those of you, I hope most of you know what Summerfest is because it's like the world's largest music festival. But basically, that's what it is. It's the world's largest music festival. It's outdoors, and there's a bunch of different stages, and there's so many bands that go. There's a lot of bands that I like that are going, and the two bands that I'd wanted to see the most are playing at the same time tonight. But it's Owl City and Panic at the Disco, but I'm going to see Panic at the Disco because that's where all my friends are going. So, yep, kind of sad that I have to miss Owl City, but oh well. Yeah, so what kind of concerts have I been to? Well, I started my first, I don't know if it's technically a concert, but I went to a church, like a Christian concert. To me, it's not really like a concert because it was at a church, and I don't know, I guess you can call it a concert, but so I went to my first concert when I was like 10, 11, 12. I didn't go to like a non-Christian concert until 2009. That was the first. I also went to Summerfest for that. I went to see the Cab at Summerfest, and since then I've been to a few. I've been to a few down at the Rave, which those are pretty intense. And yeah, Summerfest and the Rave. Oh, and I've also been down to the Riverside, the Pat's Theater. I'm sure you guys don't even know what I'm talking about, but you know what. So I've been to a few. So I was just wondering what kind of concerts have you been to? If you've been to any since being sick. I love going to concerts, but it is hard to go to because of all the standing and the craziness. Okay, so my week. Alright, so Thursday after I recorded my video, went down to Thursdays on 1st and 3rd, and there's an ant on my bed. Anyways. Just leave it for now. So we went down to Thursdays, and that was fine. And then afterwards, this is where it gets kind of rough. I went to my cousin's friend's house, and we hung out there for a little bit, and we watched a movie. And then, of course, I started to get sick, so I'm like to my cousin, I'm like, can we go? I'm not feeling well. I didn't say that because I don't like letting people know that I don't feel well. Like, people I don't know, I should say. So we left, and I was embarrassed and all pouty for a little bit. But then, yeah, then we had fun, and we got home. So, Friday, we just kind of hung around. We ended up going out to dinner at a pizza place, which ended up not being a very good idea for me because I had a pizza and I ate most of it because I didn't feel good that night. I was up at like 5 in the morning and it was not fun. Anyways, so I didn't feel well. So Saturday was just I basically just hung around the whole day. That day I was supposed to go babysit with Anna, but it didn't end up working out because of how I had felt last night and I didn't want to risk it. So I just stayed around the house, was watching videos up in my room, and then I packed up. Let's see. Sunday, I traveled from 6 a.m. till 2:40 p.m. Yep. But it was kind of nice because on the bus, I went up on the top because it was a double-decker bus, and in the very back there was just a row of seats. Normally it was like 2 seats, and then there was an aisle in the middle. So I went in the back and I laid down, and I didn't sleep. I've only slept like once on a bus. But I didn't sleep, but I kind of half slept, so it felt nice. Sunday was also my dad's birthday, but because I was coming home, we decided that we're not going to celebrate it until this weekend. So I don't really know what we're doing. But we went out to eat at IHOP anyways. And then I came home and I ended up sleeping for 5 hours. So, yeah. Yep. So then Monday was kind of a lazy day. I didn't like do anything. I just sat at my computer and got caught up on stuff, I guess. Tuesday I was like itching to get out of the house. So me and my dad ended up going to a park called Lapham Peak, which has a tower, and it's like the highest point in my county. So it's pretty cool. But we went on a hike, and that turned out kind of interesting. We were trying to get from one point to another, and we didn't end up making it because we went close to closing time. So we had to turn around at one point, and we still didn't get out of there until 15 minutes after it closed. But you know. So, yeah, we did that. It was quite intense. My shins are hurting. I don't know why. Probably because my mom said it was because I was compensating because of my issues, like how I walk on my toes and stuff. But, so that was quite a workout. I was like, I'm out of shape. Yeah. So then Wednesday, I went down to the lakefront, Lake Michigan, to see the fireworks because yesterday was the first day of Summerfest. So I went down to see the fireworks with my friend because they put on fireworks every year on the first day. And yeah, so I went down with my friend and that was fun. I really love fireworks, so I was happy that I got to go. And today, as I mentioned before, I'm going down to Summerfest, but I'm actually going in the grounds to see Panic at the Disco today. And that is it for me. I whipped through this, and I'm very proud of myself for not going on and on and on. So, I love you all very, very much, and I hope that you are having a spectacular week, and I hope that summer is treating you all well, and I'm sorry, Stacey, I hope winter is treating you well. Yeah, so that's it from me. I love you all. Bye.